Hey, Shalom Alaikum. First off, we would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash.
We'd like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We're a part of this GMSLA camp. We're out here teaching here in the San Fernando Valley here in Ventura. All right, but without further ado, let's just start camp out. Can you bring it up?
Double honors to the apostles.
Oh, Salaki, yeah. I would like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us well and who we learned under. All right. So with that,
Blessings to the brothers.
Oh yeah, and shalom to you brothers out there. Teaching this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you. All right.
Let's get ready.
And to the Israelite foreigners.
Yeah, and to you Israelite foreigners. Those of you liking up to the speckled bird. Yes, like it, the water brothers. Yeah.
1 John 2 and 17.
Started at 15.
15.
Or, 14, I think. 15. Oh, okay.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Verse 14. I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of Yahweh abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one.
Yeah, and the only ones he's dealing with is you Israelites out there, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the one he's come out and revealed the truth to, and only the elect and the 1/3 that are out there. All right.
Verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
And this is a message that is being relayed, man, not to be overly attached with the things of this world. Because in the blink of an eye, it can be gone just like that. Like it's written in the book of 2 Peter's. All right? Everything is going to dissolve into dust when these nuclear missiles hit this place.
Use this world, not abuse it.
Yeah.
The word world, the etymology goes into the affairs of life. So don't be in love with the affairs that this life has to offer.
Yeah, ultimately what that says is it's a distraction to you and your walk in this thing. All right?
And the Lord said, could a man love two masters or have more than one master?
Yeah, that was going to be my second precept, yeah.
No, Salakia.
The treasure, yeah.
Neither the things that are in the world, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Yeah, if any man, love the world more than they love, the Most High, serving the Lord, doing what is right, teaching it in His name and His Spirit, the love of the Father is not in him. All right? Yeah, go ahead.
Just finished with that?
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to keep going?
No.
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
This is Romans 12. I'll start at 1. It reads, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Yeah, ultimately this is a mercy given unto us by Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, man. Him sending His only Son to die for the elect, and the 1/3 that are out there. All right? And like the scriptures say, our reasonable service. All right? A lot of us have been called into this thing. Lord willing, we're a part of those men that are chosen. All right?
It says, and be not conformed to this world.
Yeah. Be not, comfortable to this world. Don't mold yourself, to what the people in this world do, man.
Yeah, I got the definition for confirm. Conform. To conform oneself, one's mind, and character.
Now, Salakia. Now we don't model ourselves, to what the people do in this world, man. We model ourselves according to what's written in this book. All right, this truth. All right, go ahead.
To another's pattern, fashions oneself according to.
Yeah.
So don't fashion yourself according to this world, because this world goes against the principles and the teachings of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, man.
Yeah.
All the laws that the Lord made for His people, ultimately for the world, okay, the fashions of this world goes against that.
Yeah, because in this world you have people that say that the good is evil and that the evil that they're doing is good, and the good that we're doing is evil.
The ways of this world, like the brother said, the ways of this world is completely contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High set up. Even coming down to wearing your beard. and not, lining up your hairline. So this world, you have to completely remove yourself. When you're called in this thing, when you're out here on the streets, you have to remove yourself. And when you do that, this world's going to hate you, just like it hated Yahweh Shai. Got a quick precept.
Yeah, go.
This is John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And the world hated Yahweh Shai, man. Why? Because he spoke the truth. He told the people what they were doing and how they were going off, and they hated him for it, If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So don't marvel if everybody starts to hate you, your parents buck up against you, your friends don't want to be your friend no more. Why? Because you have removed yourself from this world, man.
Exactly. All right, I got this precept backing what you just said. This the book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. All right. Like the brother said, they hated Yahweh Shai because, he came down, with that correction. All right. It says, and this is the condemnation that the light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than rather than light. All right, the 2/3 of Israel that are out there, man, they love being in the darkness rather than being in the light, man. All right, rather than being taught what is right.
Kind of like cockroaches,
Yeah.
When you turn the light on, the cockroaches spread, man. They hate the light, and this word is the light, man. It's the truth.
Yeah. It offends, and it cuts a lot of them to their soul. All right. It says, rather than light, because their deeds were evil, for everyone that doeth evil hated the light. All right. Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. All right. And our people, they don't like that, man. They don't feel comfortable when they're being corrected, or when they're being told that, what they've been doing is wrong. All right. It says, but he that doeth truth, I'll read it over. Verse 21. But he that doeth truth come to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High. That's it. Yeah.
John. Going back into John 15 and 20. Remember the word that I had said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Yeah, so they persecuted the Lord. Why? Because he spoke the truth. And when we come out here, we speak the truth about Babylon, which is America, great Babylon, which is America, and how it's going to be destroyed. That's high treason, man. So marvel not, if this government comes up against us and persecutes us, man, and demonizes us.
Can you give me that in the book of Matthew?
But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. So yeah, they have no cloak for their sin now, man. Because we come up here and tell you that when you break the law, statutes, commandments, that is the transgression of the law. That is sin.
Yeah.
They have no cloak for it no more.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no excuse for any of it anymore. This truth is being proclaimed, around the four corners of this earth. There's no excuse for nothing anymore.
Mm-hmm. Finish this. Back in Romans 12 and 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, you have to bring your mind out of this world, all the things that this world does, that's contrary to the teachings of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You have to come away from that, man. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord.
Hey, can I say something? That word renewing means renovation. So the Lord you got to break yourself back down to heaps, and then the Lord builds you back up. You get a new Holy Spirit.
Right. That ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Okay. I got the scripture to back that brother up. Let's see. This is the book of Matthew. I'll start at 18, verse 1. It says, at the same time came the disciples unto Yahweh Shai, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahweh Shai called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them. So like the brother said, man, when you come into this thing, man, you got to be able to renew your mind, accept that, your past self, man, he was off as a man. He didn't know how to conduct himself, how to walk, in the light. It says, and said, verily I said unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, so just like how Yahushua, he took that little child and he said, man, like you be like him, accepting that, your past self, man, he knows nothing. All right, except, be fully renewed when you come into this thing.
Right.
All right.
Con, that's what it means to be born again.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we have to completely put off that old man and learn from like as if we were newborn babes.
Yeah.
Going back to even speaking the language,
Right.
Yeah, going back to our history, the language, these different writings, all this, man, although it's not new since we know it in our past life, it's new, in this life. All right. It says, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as a little child, the same is the greatest, in the kingdom of heaven. And who shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. All right. So humility, man, it comes a long way in this truth, man.
Right.
All right. The greater you are, the more humble you're supposed to be. All right. The greatest example of that, is Yahushua, our apostles, man. They're super humble, in this thing.
Let me finish 3. 3 kind of goes into what you're saying. Verse 3, Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think,
Yeah.
but to think soberly,
Yeah.
according as the Most High has dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Yeah, that pride begins to creep in, in a lot of you people, man. Just because, the understanding of, these scriptures, the breakdowns have been revealed unto you, you begin to think of yourself more highly than others, when it's not supposed to be like that, man.
Right. This time period, this grace period, this learning period, it's all for Yahushua, man. This is Yahushua's time to shine. We're pushing Yahweh. Why Yahushua? We're not pushing ourselves, man. Okay, because it's a blessing for us to get this word, but the Most High said he could raise up stones, man. Okay, to praise him and push this word. The Most High can make that tree push his word, man. Okay, so you're not supposed to think of yourself more than you are. In due time, the Lord will give us our status, man.
Yeah.
God, scripture talk about a measure of faith, man. Each man was given his own measure.
Right.
So, I mean, it was nothing that you did to be in this truth, man. It was all through
Right.
grace,
Yeah.
So why boast yourself?
Ephesians says,
Like it also says in the book of 2 Peter, man, this word is of no private interpretation. The inspiration came, by the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right?
I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ephesians 2:8, it says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. So the faith that we're given, each brother's, the faith that they have been given is not of ourselves. Same thing with the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. It's not of ourselves. We didn't learn this of ourselves, man. It's through the grace and mercy and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that gave it to us. And just like he gave us the faith, gave us the understanding to know these secrets and the mysteries, he could take that away from us, man.
And
that's something that we we always gotta remember. All right, it says in Sirach, the 3rd chapter, the more the more humble you're supposed to be, man. All right.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, you've seen examples of that, man. Men, who got too prideful, man, who thought, they knew more than the apostles, man. And what began happening, man, they began, throwing up these scriptures, man, messing them all up to the point where the apostles had to, come and clean that up. All right?
To the point where they think they know more than the apostles.
Yeah.
Or the apostles were wrong, on this breakdown.
There's a bunch of demons that are on them.
Look, the apostles of Great Millstone were set up by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right?
Right. And they haven't wavered for over going on 40 years, man. Okay? Teaching the same thing, man. The 12 tribe and the 12 tribe sign. That's one of the first things that they lose, man. When they lose the oil, they lose the 12 tribes. Now all of a sudden, the so-called Latino brothers aren't part of the 12 tribes, okay? That's Satan coming in, and taking that little which they had, taking it away from them, man.
Right. Let me go back into John. This is back in John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have
Right.
chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So the point was, you didn't choose Yahushua, Yahushua chose you. You know, Yahweh Shai is the one that brought you into this world. He's the one that guided you to those YouTube videos, man.
Yeah, and that's the purpose as well. The scripture said right there to bear fruit, man. You know, to go out here teaching the highways and the byways, you know, do your lessons, man. You know, just like our apostles before us, man, you know, we learned from them. There's going to be men, you know, learning under you. All right?
Right. Because you know what the scripture said, truth is truth will puff you up, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Make you think you more than what you are. Okay? When you were given this, okay, the Most High gave it to you. You didn't labor for this like the apostles and the elders labored for it back in the day.
Man, they was doing it without the internet, man.
Without the internet, having to go to the library, picking up big books, got stacks of books. You know, got to ride on the bus with them or the train with them.
Yeah.
You know, well now you just click, click, click with your fingers and you just right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
So you can't boast in this, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, scripture said make their ears heavy and their eyes fast so they can't understand it. So there's certain people that are blocked from it.
Yeah.
So if you receive this truth, it was all through the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
I got a reset.
Yeah, go
Like
ahead.
you brother said, you know, we're not moved on our own when we get blessed with this, with the spirit to be able to teach. Because Yahweh Shai gave us that. And this is 2 Timothy 1 and 9. Who had saved us and called us with a holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace,
Yeah.
which was given us in Mashiach Yahweh Shai before the world began.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it said not according to your works, man. It doesn't matter what you did in the world, man. It doesn't matter what you did. The Most High chose you, man.
It was given.
It's given unto you.
Just like Esau would boast in the ownership of the world. He can't boast in that because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is the one who gave him the rulership right now.
Yeah.
Okay? Without the Lord, he could never rule, man. He's a base man. All right?
Scripture say he set it up kings and bring down kings.
Right,
man.
exactly. He set up Pharaoh just for what? To show his power. Okay? And bringing him down, man. You know?
The entirety of not the world.
No, I didn't finish it.
Oh, you yeah, go ahead. Hey, brothers, I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It says, 1 John chapter 2 and 17, well 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Yeah, man. When you get stuck into this world, man, you know, you listen to according to this flesh, man. You know, you want to be, you know, comfortable in this thing, man. You know, to strive in this thing, man. You know, you go according to what your woman tells you. You know, all type of wicked shit. All right. Go ahead.
It says, is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Yeah, in this world, man, you know, it's exceedingly wicked. You know, what proves that is, you know, who rules the world? Who rules the world, man? The wicked are in authority right now. All right? So, you know, the wicked, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has nothing to do with them. All right?
17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof.
Yeah, like I said before, like in the book of 2 Peter 3 and 9, everything is eventually going to dissolve, you know, because, you know, Babylon the Great, man, is going to fall, you know, by the nuclear missiles. Everything is going to get dissolved and disappear.
That's right. So why take part in this world, man?
Yeah.
The Lord said his determination was to gather the nations and destroy them, man. In World War III. So America is ultimately going to be destroyed. So why would you want to take part in the ways of America?
The reason why they want to take the part in the ways of America because they want to enjoy sin for a season.
Yeah.
know,
What's that one Drake song? I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Like the brother's saying, man, they want to enjoy, you know, this, be comfortable here just for a season.
They got that YOLO spirit.
Yeah.
You only live once, you know.
But let me see.
That's why, you know, they'd rather, for our people, they'd rather sell their souls, man, to make it big in this place.
I
Right.
got a quick precept.
And that's just like Esau. He sold his birthright because what he said, what does this birthright have profited me? Because he couldn't see in the future, man. He wasn't looking down the line, man. He was looking at the here and now.
Yeah, and that's a very low mindset to be, man. You got to think, you know, of yourself, you know, your children, the future generations that come after that. All right. you know, then yeah, it's lucky.
This is Hebrews 11:24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And a lot of you people don't have the faith to do that, man. You rather receive your consolation now. You want the prize now. You want the comfort now, man. You don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through that straight gate, man. You don't want to go on that narrow path. You don't want to go through great tribulation, man. All right, because what does the scripture say? In order to make it into the kingdom of heaven, you have to go through great tribulation. A lot of our people, they don't want to do that, man. They don't want to go through that straight path, man. All right, and that's why they rather choose to suffer sin and to enjoy sin for a season, because all this is temporary. All right, the way of life, the way you live, all the riches you have, all that is temporary, man. Because you're about to lose that when the Lord destroys this place, man. So it behooves you to do the right thing by, forsaking this world and your unrighteous thoughts, okay, and return unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to work out your own salvation, man. So when the Lord destroys Esau's kingdom, because He's going to destroy Esau's kingdom, you may be saved from that destruction, man. All right, because a lot of our people are not going to be saved because they want to be a part of this world, man.
Right.
They want to enjoy sin. They want to, live the life of sin. Fulfill the lust of the flesh and all its wicked desires, man.
I got this precept right here. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4. So like you're done.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. It's 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. It says, "For which cause we faint not, but that our outward man perish, yea, our inward man is renewed day by day." All right, though we struggle, with the tribulation, like the brother is saying, man, we got to keep in mind, man, that it's building up our spirit. That we're constantly growing. It says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment," and this light affliction is just for a moment, man, compared to the days that are going to be in the kingdom. Like the scriptures say, one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years to us.
And think about it. When the Lord saves His elect, what's going to believe with us here? All right, not when we leave and the Lord delivers us, Lord willing, our flesh is not going to be here. The Lord's not going to take us in His flesh.
Yeah, we're not going to be constrained to these chains no more.
We're going to have to be changed. The only thing leaving with us is our spirit, man. Everything else is going to be destroyed down here, man.
And this brother said, though our outward man perishes, the worldly man that we were are perishing each and every day.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord says we're killed all day long for Yahushua's sake.
Yeah, like we age in this thing, man. Brothers, man, they lose hairs, man. Their bones begin to ache, but so on. Though our outward perish, our inward is renewed day by day, man. Constantly getting stronger.
And the world can see that change happening within us, like how we behave. They can't even address this like a regular Jake.
Yeah, like
it's just look how energetic the apostles are, man. In their age. So like you guys.
I got a
I'll finish this real quick. All right, what were you gonna?
finish that.
Finish it. All right. Yeah. It says, verse 17, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment."
Yeah, what we suffer in this world, what we have to, the hell we catch, the fire we feel, it's just for a moment. All right, it's not forever. It's just temporary.
Hey, you could even see that, Sluggy. When you go to work and you have a tough day at work, you be like, it went by, and then you be like, how the heck did I make it through that day?
Yeah.
The same thing with being here in Babylon. We gonna make it through, man.
Yeah.
Lord willing.
Because this time can't be compared to eternity. After the Lord changes us, after we get those new bodies, man, that second covenant, it's gonna be all uphill or downhill rather. From there, it's gonna be coasting, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be coasting forever. To whereas we're gonna have to read it in books about this time, because it's gonna be like the scripture says, in the time of there's no remembrance of poverty, in the time
Of affliction.
Yeah.
Or
in the time of
Prosperity.
Yeah, prosperity.
prosperity.
There's
Exactly.
no remembrance of affliction. In the time of affliction, there's no remembrance. Prosperity.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Right. So when we get in that time of prosperity, man, we're not gonna remember this, man.
It's gonna be like one bad dream.
Yeah.
Literally.
That Negro. It was a bad dream. Exactly.
It's gonna be unlike anything, man. Righteousness is gonna flourish around the world, man. You know, the laws are gonna be in our inwards. So much so, like, there's not gonna be a wicked thought in our mind.
Right.
You know?
And this is what Paul said right here. Romans 8 and 18, it says, "For I reckon that the suffering of this present time," right, what we're going through right now, all the hell that we catch, it says, "are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." So we can't, the sufferings that we catch now, you can't compare it to the glory and what we're going to feel in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Exactly.
When he said, I reckon he's already accounted, like, this is nothing. What we're about to receive is more than could even imagine.
More than what you're going to receive.
That's why you gotta count the card. Like, you really gotta meditate. Like, man.
Gotta have a vision
Yeah.
of the kingdom. We're in the process of, you know, the kingdom's being built right now because you have the elect being awakened. All right, but you have to have a vision.
Well, that
All right,
vision.
having a vision will help you get through your adversities and different afflictions that you catch.
It says, where there's no vision, the people perish.
Right. And a lot of our people don't have a vision. They don't see another world. They don't see them on top, man. They don't see them coming out of oppression and being on top and having Esau or in chains as well as these other nations. They have no vision. They don't see it, man. They just see America and they think that America's gonna last forever, not knowing that there's about to be a war over there in the Middle East, which is gonna cause all these nations to be involved in. All right.
Well, that vision was given to us in Deuteronomy 28, the first verse. Okay, He gave us that vision. If you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, then all these blessings are going to come on you and overtake you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a vision. That's the vision. You're going to be blessed in everything you set your hand to do. Blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed your store basket. Everything you're going to be blessed in, man. That's the vision. Okay? And He gave us the vision if we didn't, and we're living out that vision right now, if we didn't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
Yeah.
And we see how that's playing out. Man.
John,
Yeah,
And
that's very. These scriptures are very important to remember, especially at the time of affliction, tribulation, man. When you're really, going through it.
Right.
All right. Keep in mind that vision that the brothers are speaking of, man. Yeah, go ahead.
We gotta remember when we're in the sufferings. We gotta remember what we're fighting for.
Right.
Yeah.
You can never forget that. And sometimes it happens. You're catching hell, and you're just so focused on the hell that you're catching, but you're not focusing on the reason why you're catching it.
Right. Hey, that's a good point. Always ask the question why. Why? Because everything is written already. It's going to happen the way the Most High had it to happen. But the only question you could have is why. Okay, why does the Most High make this happen like that? Why it happened like this? Okay, what's the ends to the means that the Most High set up? Okay, what point is the Most High trying to prove, man?
Right.
it's right here, This is what we're fighting for right here. It's Isaiah 64:4. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O power, besides thee, what he hath prepared for them that wait for him. So you can have all the vision, all that you want. We can't interpret, and we can't imagine, what the Most High has in store for us.
It's going to be far greater than what we imagine.
Far greater.
Yeah.
Far greater.
Far greater.
Like the brothers are saying, man, you could be the most imaginative, creative brother, man. It is not gonna, measure to what what's to come.
Hey, it says by faith He framed the world. So imagine the faith that we have now. We about to frame. Lord already have the new world that's already kingdom for us. That's already framed out.
So many mansions in the Most High's house.
Yep,
Yeah,
planets.
what's our in the heart? Yeah, like you were about to say right now, right?
Because Yahweh Shai, He's going to give us the ones, His elect, their planet. And it's not like when He, delivers His elect and, gives out our planet, it's going to be like, the same thing. It's going to be what's going to be in our planet is what you love, what you like to see, man.
Yeah, it's going to
the
be
Lord know of you.
It's going to be unique to every brother, like the brother saying, man.
And He's going to give you more than what your heart can desire.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
right.
what Israelites don't like nice things?
All Israelites love nice things.
Lord gonna give us great things, not nice things, great
Right.
things.
Yeah. Like
Jake in his low state Jake would step out of the hood looking fresh and clean.
Like $1 billion.
You know what I'm saying? Like he got $1 billion in the bank.
Hey,
You know?
that's why you got Jake. They wear flashy clothes, but they don't really got money. It's just like wearing, flashy clothes and, looking like, they look dressed all nice and they really don't got money. It's because we're royal people, man.
And Esau have money.
And they don't.
How do they dress?
They dress like they don't.
Like they dress like, they dress in jeans that look like they haven't been washed for 7 days.
I've seen them.
Their hair is not combed. They got money to go to the stylist and do all that. Their hair is not combed. Looking crunchy.
They don't take showers.
Yeah,
Yo,
all of that.
It's just like,
That shows the different mannerisms. Two manner of people, man. Okay? Two manner of people. Though we came out of the same womb, was born twin, the Most High definitely put a separation between us, man. Made us two different people. Okay, that's the power of the Most High, man. All right? And more so his power, like that we seen just a little of his works, and the little of his works are in abundance, man. Okay? I did a lesson talking about the Big Bang Theory. I call it, the Big Bang Theory is an insult to the Most High. That's insulting. Yeah. Okay? Because the things that Esau builds, he builds his cars and all the things, his buildings and all that, and he takes great pride in it. Yeah. But everything he builds, he have to get it from the resources of the earth, man. That the Most High already have down here. But the Most High things that he built, the earth, the moon, the stars, everything, he built it by just saying the word. Okay?
Yep.
And it's done.
And it was all done, in a purpose. Unlike that, wicked doctrine of the Big Bang you teach, man.
Right.
It was an accident. There's no such thing as an accident, man.
Right.
The Lord set everything up, particularly, for a purpose.
That's like saying the Most High don't exist.
Yeah.
That's what they're literally trying to say. Okay? Because what bang or explosion have you ever known to create something so perfect and in balance, man? The Most High made one thing against the up, down, left, right, in, out, black, white. What big bang or you take a bomb and blow that building up? In 100 years, that building is not going to build itself back up and produce a better coffee machine that was in there before. Better chairs, better tables. You know what I'm saying? Better employees. It's not going to do anything. It's going to stay rubbish. Okay? So that's an insult to the Most High, man, for them to say that, man.
And you all believe that because the so-called white man taught you about what? Darwinism, evolution?
Right.
All that wicked shit that makes no sense whatsoever, man. All right?
Hell, a lot of these scientists, these astrophysicists nowadays, even Elon Musk, they don't even believe in the Big Bang. They're now into like the simulation theory.
Right.
When you talk about Elon Musk, look that up. He believes that we're in a simulation.
Bugged
You
out,
know?
man.
Because everything's just too perfect.
Right. But that's the Most High. He made everything perfect, man. There's nothing abominable that the Most High made, man.
why you think when the angels say it is good? What does that mean? When everything they created, the sun, the moon, the animals, us, all right, the water, these different plants, all right, they said it is good, all right, because it was just like how the Most High wanted it to be, man. 'Cause the Most High's ways is perfect. It's you devils that think that he's not perfect, and you think that the things that you're doing, you can make it better, but you're not making anything better. You're making it worse, man.
Worse.
You're making it worse. You know that the Lord has animals, all right, that are just specifically designed to carry and to take care of the earth. And what does Esau do? He goes and gets rid of them, man. Kills them, like the beaver.
Right.
Okay, like the beavers, man. I was watching I watched a video about the importance of beavers and the reason why you got all these droughts. All right, all these droughts because there ain't no beavers, man. Beavers make sure that the rivers are taken care of, man. They're like natural engineers of the earth. But what did Esau do when he came over here in the Americas? He killed a lot of beavers. All right, but they have a thing in the throat that they used for painkillers. So you had Esau that killed the beavers for that. But then they started using the beavers for scarves, their hats, and all that, man.
See,
all right.
That's a wicked individual, man. That goes to show you he does not know how to rule, this world, man.
does not know how to manage the world, man.
Right.
Yeah, each one of these animals has a job to do and a purpose. I was
Like-
watching the documentary as well, and basically they removed the wolves from a forest, and the whole forest died out, and they brought the wolves back, and because it was hard to explain, but each animal had his job to do.
Salakia, I think that's called the cycle of life, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
It's an
ecosystem. There you go.
Ecosystem, yeah. All the way down to the ants.
Yeah.
Right.
Removing those wolves affected everything. The trees died because the ants couldn't. It was just a mess.
Yeah.
And it's because the deers are eating up everything.
Deers,
Yeah,
yeah.
There's nothing killing them. The deers are more repopulating, eating up everything until the wolves, to brought back the wolves. You know,
Yeah.
like, even little things like frogs,
Starfish.
lizards. What else? There's a word for it. There's a word that the group that the frogs are called, but
Even when, taking out like the bottom feeders like the shrimp, man, they clean the ocean, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like you're messing with like the brother said, the ecosystem when you start killing off animals.
right, the frogs and lizards they help. Well, I'm gonna say the frogs. The frogs they help get rid of all the algae that's in the rivers and the lakes. Like the green things I saw like about Bull Park. You notice how that shit is it's all green. All the rivers is all green, full of algae because there ain't no frogs. Frogs eat that up to help cleanse the water, man.
That shows you the perfect balance that the Most High made the earth, man.
Yep.
He made everything perfect, man. This place is made perfect. Yet Esau say he can go and make it better, okay?
Yeah.
And by taking the fruits, okay? You got oranges with no seeds in them, apples with no seeds.
Yo.
What papaya?
Yeah.
Okay, papaya has hundreds of seeds in it with no seeds. Watermelons, no seeds. How is that better, man?
Yo.
Avocados, no seeds.
That's tripping, bro.
That's-
Yeah.
bro,
It's Edomite.
My family bought some avocados and that shit was small. Like that shit didn't look right. Man, I ain't eating this shit. The fuck, ain't no avocado. Like the avocado's supposed to be huge. This is small ass avocado for it with barely any seeds. GMO. It's hard to find seeded like grapes. I love seeded grapes.
Man.
And watermelon. It's hard to find those things. Only certain stores have it, and sometimes they only have it for a period of time, man. I was at the store yesterday and I was talking to this guy about the seeds, about the watermelon. He's like, man, you'd be surprised how many people don't like the seeds in the watermelon. They rather prefer the ones that are basically GMO. Like, yeah, they're stupid. They don't know what they don't know what they're doing. That's not real food. Our real food is supposed to have seeds in it.
Yeah.
Right. See, Esau is the one that gave him that option, man. Before, you didn't have a problem with the seeds in the watermelon. But now that Esau introduces it to you, you say, oh yeah, I don't even like seeds. Man, you didn't even have a problem with the seeds before. Okay, you just going along with Esau. Going along to get along, man. That's going to get you death, man. Go ahead, Al.
So the book of Isaiah 45 and 9, it says, it's like it says, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. All right? Who's that? The Edomite, man. It's you so-called white people, man. You're constantly going against the grain, going against what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has created in this world, man. Like the brother is saying, man, you take certain animals and you make them extinct. You take them out of their habitat and the whole ecosystem is fucked up.
Yep.
All right? You genetically modify these fruits, and these vegetables, damaging our bodies, because we're putting them in us.
So like Esau discovered this. It was 100-year-old shark or a whale, and then once Esau said this, I knew that shark was in trouble. Oh yeah, we gotta research how long he lived.
Yeah.
We just gotta research on him.
Yeah.
That's the type of wicked shit he does, man.
I seen I can't remember where I seen it, but a couple of days ago, this Edomite lady, I think she was in Africa somewhere. She shot and killed like a big bull elephant, man. And when she shot it, she was so happy
Kill it.
for nothing.
Peaceful animal.
Okay, the elephant was just minding his business, and she shot and killed it,
Hey.
and she was all happy, man. Okay, and they giving her all praise. Yeah, girl, you shot, you killed him. What?
Yeah,
All right.
He doesn't hate blood. The scripture say he have not hated blood.
The animals are oppressed.
Yeah.
Right.
Like think about it, like these, for example, with these dogs, the food that they eat. The food that all that kill. Well, that shit's not good for them dogs, man. They don't like that shit.
Hey,
You know?
these trees right here that's growing with that concrete around them, man, that's not good for the roots. Okay, the roots have to flow and find water. How can they find water if cement is over on top of them, man?
Yeah.
Okay, this whole place is done, man. Esau is the wickedness. He that destroyed the earth, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Most High is going to destroy him. All right.
Yeah,
I got
the roots end up breaking up the concrete. That's
Right.
how strong the tree is, man.
Oh no, it's like,
And during this whole lockdown, a lot of these companies have taken advantage of the time and actually passed new policies so where they could pollute with the air with carbon monoxide more, and no more restrictions, and even dumping of. There was an article going into they were dumping a lot of plastics into the rivers, into rivers, everywhere, man. Not just the ocean, the river.
Right, the river. That's where we get our water from, man. That's the clean. That's the fresh water. You know, they took the gold out. They took the catfish out. Okay, they took the crawdads out, the crawfish
All
out.
the animals are supposed to manage that
Right.
river.
They took it out and feed it to you like it's some damn delicacy, man. when it's poop, okay? You are what you eat. Like they say, you are what you eat. And if the bottom dwellers eat crap, that's crap that you're eating. Okay? The lobsters, the shrimp, okay, all the bottom feeders, man.
Yeah,
but they take it out and give it to you and sell it to you for a high price, man.
The Lord gave us a dietary law for a reason, man. You know, eat too much of that and you begin to get fucked up, like the curse is saying, man. You know, that's why our people, you know, they have high blood sugar, they have high blood pressure, arthritis, you know, they suffer diabetes, all type of shit. All right, over the shit you're eating, man.
I got it. You done reading that?
Yeah, I'll finish.
You get a testimony? Yesterday, I was at work with my coworker. She loves to eat pork. She said, it's correct.
Yeah.
She always argues with me about pork and what have you. She comes and tells us, I can't poop. I can't poop. I was like, you drinking water? Yeah. I don't know why. Ooh. It's because your diet.
Exactly,
You putting all
yeah.
that garbage in you. You just had chorizo and everything else earlier for lunch. Yeah, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You don't have anything that's supposed to flow you, you know, to get you right.
That's
Everybody
the
else,
worms.
yeah.
Yeah, it's full of parasites, man. You know, it's the reason your body, you know, suffers inflammation. You know, because of the wicked shit you eat, like the brother's saying, man. All right, my bad. I'll finish this off, bro. This is Isaiah 45:9. It says, "Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him?"
So you're supposed to only strive with man to the limit. You can't strive with the Most High.
Yeah, bro. You know your place, man. There's no other person, you know, in the heavens aside from him. All right. Yeah, go ahead. It says, shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it with what makest thou, or thy work he hath no hands? So how's the clay gonna speak to, you know, who is it, the potter, you know, that's forming the clay? You know, telling him what are you going to make. You know, that goes the same with the Lord and these fucking Edomites, man.
Yeah, what the Lord said, good. These devils just ruin it because they think that, you know, the Lord is making a mistake. You know, he made a mistake on his creation and doesn't know what he's doing. You devils don't know what you're doing, man. Yeah, and you can see it because what are they blaming? Why the earth is the way it is? They're blaming it on pollution. No, on climate change, global warming.
Yeah.
Which is really you devils, man.
Blaming the elements. What the hell? Go ahead, Alex.
It says, verse 10, "Woe unto him that saith unto his father, what begettest thou? Or to the woman, what hast thou brought forth?" All right. It says,
That's a metaphor.
Yeah, you can't say like for these animals, why did the Lord create this? Why did the Lord create that? You know, why he set it up the way he set it up. You can't question the Most High. Remember, it's Isaiah 55, it says, his thoughts are not our thoughts.
yeah, man.
His ways are not our ways. All right? And King Solomon, if you read in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, he says that he understood the purpose of everything, of each animal, why they're created, man. All right? And if you go into go into the animals, you can clearly see their purpose. All right, and why the Lord created the animal, man. No matter how they look. Let him finish that real quick.
It says, verse 11, Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, and the Maker, asked me of things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands, command ye me. All right, so the questions that you have, man, it's supposed to be asked, filtered out through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You can find it in these scriptures, man. You ain't got to go to Esau and his, silly ass explanations, man.
It's very simple. The Lord said it created heaven and earth.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything in the earth, it belongs to Him.
The simplicity, man.
Was that it?
There's more back end in there. That's why.
Let me bring this note out. The reason, this is the reason why Esau likes to strive with his maker, strive with the Most High. It says, Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 2. It says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which just represents Esau, Edom, Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up. Isn't Esau's heart lifted up? All right, to him to think that he's a god. All right, it says, and thou hast said, I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man. Right, Esau thinks himself to be the Most High. He set himself to be the Most High. He deceived the world like the Most High. The Most High and his son look like him. All right, he thinks he's the Most High. All right, he thinks he could create something better and with his technologies and all that.
He's attempting to try and live forever, which he can never, achieve that.
Right, that's why he thinks he's the Most High, but he's just nothing but a man.
Yeah.
All right.
The scriptures say the deceived and the deceiver are his.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it says, and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Or your heart goes into your mind, man. Esau setting in their mind and think to themselves that they're the Most High. And really, they're just a man.
Yeah.
All right, they're the creation of the Most High that the Lord used for destruction, used to bring wrath on His people, man. Because what it say in Psalm 17, that the wicked, David asked the Lord to deliver him from the wicked, which is his sword. All right, who's the wicked? You Edomites, you so-called white people.
Yeah.
Here it is, the Lord is just using you as a sword to punish His people, man. All right, but just like it says in Isaiah the 10th chapter, the axe is boasting against. Let's get that real quick. Isaiah 10.
Yeah, like the brother said, man, the wicked has their purpose, man. Like the scriptures say, He created the wicked for the day of evil, man. To punish you Israelites that are out there that are doing wickedness.
This is Isaiah 10 and 12. It says, Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed His whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, right, when our punishment is over, man, right? Because the Lord, again, He's using these other nations, start with Esau, to punish His people, man. And our punishment is about to be over. This is why you constantly see, Jake getting gunned down by cops, unarmed Jakes, unjustly. You can see that cop deserves to be put in jail, but he gets out scot-free because the Lord is using you devils to punish us, man. All right, but our punishment is almost over. It says, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria, which just represents Edom, all right, Esau. Today, it says, and the glory of his high looks, for he saith, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent. Right, Esau, he took us down, all right, and it wasn't through his power. It was of the Most High, man, because we're greater than this devil, man. Yeah. It had to be the Most High that to be on the side of Esau to allow him to take us down, man. And the Lord, he allowed Esau to take us down again to punish us, all right?
So like he said, he's his own knowledge, right? Esau is puffed up with his own knowledge, but the Lord says he's a fool, because it says a fool is said in his heart there is no God.
Right.
So this man is a fool with all of his accomplishment and wisdom. He's still a fool.
Yeah, he has stuff like Scientology, and you got a lot of Edomites that don't believe in the Most High. Yeah. But really, you devils gonna come to find out the truth, man. That you're just a man, all right. That you're just a tool, tool used for destruction, all right. What does it say in Proverbs? The Lord had created the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah.
All right. The Lord will create you devils for the day of evil, man. Because what's the evil that's coming upon the tribes? All right. The Lord's gonna use you all right, to bring Jacob's trouble, to bring, to punish his people, man, because the punishment is not over for the majority of our people, man. All right, our people are, what's coming in these last days, which we're in the last days, but what's coming is you people are gonna start to see that Esau is your true enemy, man. Because in these days, no mercy is gonna be shown, all right, to the ones that are not of the elect, all right. It says, I will punish the fruit of the stock. Oh, it's like verse 13. For he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures, and have put down the inhabitants like a violent man. All right, because it's still, how does he do that? How does he rob these other nations' treasures and stole their land and heritage? Through his sword, man. And it was the Lord that allowed him to do it, man. There's no room for you, there's no room for pride.
Yeah, one good example is that, man. Just look at the Gadites, man. They were greater in numbers, but through the inventions that Esau made, with that Gatling gun, and these different swords, he took over that land.
And that was all to fulfill prophecy, because it said God is the truth.
Yeah.
All right, you devils, you couldn't take down the Gad. All right, you couldn't take down Gad until you created that Gatling gun, man, which overall helped you take over Gad, because Gad was fucking you up, man. There's a lot of history that Esau don't push out about how the Native Americans, they won a lot of wars, man. But that had to happen because Gad is a troop, but a troop shall overcome him. But he's gonna overcome at the last.
Yeah, Salakia, man. That same blessing that you got from Yahushai, Isaac, the blessing of the sword, and the fatness of this earth, man, that was given to you from the Lord. All right, remember that, man. It was nothing of you.
Yeah, that's the catch-22 the Lord put you in.
Yeah.
Okay, because he who live by the sword shall die by the sword. Okay?
Just like he gave you that blessing, man, he's gonna take that away.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
What?
Hey, I got something real quick. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
That's why Yahweh Shai told Pontius Pilate that you have no power, but the power given to you from above, man.
Yep.
All right, because it's the Most High who decides who's gonna rule, who's gonna allow to have control of the earth. And right now, he's giving it into the hands. He's giving it to the hands of the wicked, man. All right, which are you devils, and you're ruining the Lord's creation. All right, you're defiling the Lord's creation, man. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Lord, man, that had the authority over everything, man. He inspires these different battles, these wars, man, through these different leaders, man. He's the one that establishes, the rulers of these different kingdoms from before, and after.
And set it up over it the basis of men. And who's the basis of men? Esau. Okay, the Edomites, man.
Yeah. So you devils are being proud, not knowing that there was a time where you're in a confused state. You didn't know how to talk.
Yeah.
You're eating these different herbs, man.
Juniper leaves,
And all that, man.
Going around bread.
That's Esau for you,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. And then they want to say that all humanity came from that. Okay, this is evolution. No, that was no evolution. That was the Lord putting you in a state, man, putting you in the caves because you're a cave person, man. You so-called white people are cave dwellers. That's what the word Caucasian means. Okay?
They know that too.
And the Lord took you out of that confused state and allowed you to rule this world, man.
Yep.
All right, and just like how the Lord hardened in Pharaoh's heart, all right, the Lord is hardening these devils' heart with their pride, man, because they think they built this and they got this all of themselves. It was the Lord that allowed them to have all this power that they have right now through their sword. Okay.
Pride of their heart has deceived them.
Reading Isaiah 10:13 again, it says, "For he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures." And ultimately, who's the people that they removed? All right, the people right here, Israelites. Who are the people that they robbed the treasures? Israelites. Are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and similar Indians, man? All right. It says, "And have robbed their treasures, and have put down the inhabitants like a violent man. And my hand hath found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathereth eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped. Verse 15 is the point. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? And all right, you Edomites, you represent the axe. All right, you represent that sword. All right, and it's the Lord that is using you to the Lord. He's the one that used you to took down these nations. Mainly these people right here, the Israelites, man. He used you, but here it is. You're just a tool, but you want to boast yourself against the Most High. All right, thinking that it's all of yourselves. It says, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith, or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? And that's what you see. The devil, they're magnifying himself. He's being proud. He's boasting himself against the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning fire like the burning of fire. Yeah, because what do you do with fat? You know, when you what do you do with fat? You burn it. That's what the Lord's about to do to your kingdom, man. All right, in 1 hour, your kingdom will be destroyed by fire. Okay, He's gonna humble you in 1 hour. All right, for as long as it took for you to build up your kingdom and have dominion over the earth, the Lord's gonna take that all away from you in 1 hour, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you can't boast yourself against the Holy One of Israel. All right, but again, the Lord's allowing you to build yourself up in pride, because what does the scripture say? The pride goes before destruction, and that's exactly what's coming for you, devils. Is destruction.
I got a quick one. Romans 9.
I wanted to add right quick that chapter proves that there's no such thing as free will, man. This is the Lord's movement, man. He's commanding all your steps, even the wicked, man.
And you're just a tool, and you about to be put back in a tool shed.
Yeah,
That's right,
exactly.
brother.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Well, actually, he gonna do away with that tool because he don't need that tool no more.
No, I mean
Okay.
for 1,000 years he's gonna be
exactly.
put to
Right.
use.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna be done away with.
This is Romans 9 and 20. It says, nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Okay? Because the Most High made Jacob unto honor and Esau unto dishonor, man.
Yeah. This devil's, doing his best, to fight against the Lord, man, and take back his blessing, man. Which ultimately he can't do, man. It was set up to where his blessing was given away to Jacob.
Right.
All right. Oh, good.
But that's all through the Spirit, man.
Yeah.
All right. That lets you know that the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, planned this thing, man.
Yeah, that lets you know there's a script to this
That's
thing,
a
man.
script because who gets the inheritance? The firstborn.
Yeah.
Okay. But neither of the times, neither did Cain. He was the firstborn. He didn't get the inheritance. Neither did Esau. He was the firstborn. He didn't get the inheritance. Through the Spirit. Okay.
Yeah. You had a precept or no? Let me see. I could go back to Isaiah 45, or you know what? I was in 2 Corinthians. Let me finish that. You guys have anything or no? No. So this is back in 2 Corinthians, chapter 4. I'll start at 17 once again.
I'll read it.
All right.
We go now. Read it.
Oh, okay.
2 Corinthians what?
4 and 17. Yeah, so going back to the beginning, man, pretty much this world, man, has nothing to offer us, man. When we, the hell that we go through here, man, it doesn't compare to what we're going to receive.
If
All right?
the world hate us, why shouldn't you expect us to hate you?
Yeah, exactly. It's not a one-way street. But we're supposed to walk in wisdom, though. Of course.
I hate them that hate thee.
Yeah,
Perfect hatred.
I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them our enemy.
yeah.
We don't just hate Esau. We hate our own people. The 2/3 of our people, because they're wicked.
Yeah, the scriptures
All right,
say
they
that,
hate the
man.
Lord.
To hate the evil and love the good, man. That's what we're supposed to be.
Yeah, they really, majority of our people, they hate the Lord. Because what is showing love to the Lord? It's keeping His commandments.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing that, what it shows? shows that you hate the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You're not keeping His commandments.
It shows that you're keeping the Lord, second, or just like you're keeping the Lord last compared to everything else. All right.
I got precept. So John 17:9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
Yeah, I pray for them. Who's the them that the Lord's praying for too?
Them?
Yeah.
Oh, the rest of the anybody that ain't in Israel. Pray for them. Oh,
No.
pray for us. For the rest of his group. Yeah. I'm sorry, the Israelites.
Or the ones He died for, yeah, the elect and the 1/3 that are out there, yeah. Done.
Ultimately, the Lord died for all of Israel,
Yeah.
but the first go around that's gonna make it and enjoy the kingdom is the elect, and that's who Yahweh Shai prays for. He only is praying for the elect. Right? So he prayed. Read that again.
I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
That world, if you look it up, is cosmos.
Oh, God.
All right, and it goes into Israel.
Yeah, it's,
all right. So the Lord, he's not praying for all of Israel. He's only praying for His elect. All right, because that's who He's coming back for. That's who He's coming back to deliver. Okay, it's His elect. Okay.
Yeah, that word cosmos is a harmonious arrangement. It goes into government. The elect of Israel, man. The 144,000 who are going to rule, in the future world to come.
When you said cosmos,
Yeah.
well, cosmos just goes into if you look into the word cosmos, one of the definitions is like a segment, a certain group.
Yeah.
All right,
a
and
section.
the certain group that the Lord has chosen is Israel. All right, but again, the only ones He's coming back to deliver and save is the elect of Israel, and it's through the elect. All right, that when when the 2/3 of our people die, it's through the elect that they will come through the kingdom of heaven. All right, and when they come back through the kingdom of heaven, and the kingdom of heaven when the 2/3 come back in the kingdom of heaven as the elect's children, that's when they'll enjoy the kingdom and be in their right mind, no more wicked thoughts. You can read Hebrews 8. You can read Ezekiel 36 because the Lord's gonna put He's gonna take away that stony heart away from us and put that fleshly heart.
Yeah.
All right, where we're gonna be programmed to keep His laws, statutes, commandments. But for right now, the Lord is only praying for His elect. That's them. The cosmos, the world is Israel. All right, that the Lord is not praying for. All right, the 2/3 of our people that the Lord is not praying for. Go ahead.
I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which Thou hast given me, for they are thine.
Right. Who has the Father given Yahweh Shai? Who He gave? What did He give? He gave him the elect. All right. Because Yahweh Shai, when He came to guide the elect, man. All right.
That was His mission, His purpose when He came down here.
To bring in whom the Lord has given.
Yeah.
What's that? This. Can y'all know that? How does it go? I have lost one. Well, I have all that Thou has given me. I have lost one. I don't think that's how it goes. You got a precept?
Shout out to these great.
Actually, let me finish up. And all mine are thine, and all thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. Yeah, so most I ain't worried about the 2/3, man. Yep.
Yeah,
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. Ultimately, yeah, like the brothers are saying, man, 2/3 are going to be destroyed up in this place, man. But the elect, are going to, through the elect, they're going to be saved. All right? So, this is oh, yeah, what's up?
About the comment about the world.
Okay.
Cosmos. This is scripture to bring it out. This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end.
Yeah, God.
That's the world. World of Israel.
Yeah, keyword Israel, man.
World without end.
Yeah. All right. This is back in 2 Corinthians 4:17. All right, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. All right? All this is going to seem like a bad nightmare, like a dream that just passes away, man. Compared to what's coming. All right? It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, all right? It says, but at the things which are not seen. All right? For the things which are seen are temporal. All right, we're looking for that new heavens and that new earth. All right, like it's written, in 2 Peter's and Matthew's. All right? This is why we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. All right, the things that we're not able to see, man. You know.
Well, I think we brought it out. The kingdom of heaven is not brought with observation.
Yeah.
You're not seeing it. Slock, you're not seeing it be built right now. Slock, you're not seeing it be built. Or we're not seeing the kingdom being built right now. It's not. We don't know what the kingdom is gonna look like, but we know it's coming. All right, we have a vision. All right, and it's gonna be far greater than what we even envision, even imagine.
Hey, they might be trying to tow a car, God. What? I hope not, Lord willing. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, Khan, but you know, through the Spirit, man, through the eyes, you can see that the kingdom of heaven is being built through us, man. All right, through the elect men that are out there. All right.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven is being built right now without observation because they don't see this as the kingdom of heaven being built because it starts with this word, man. Okay, it starts with the word going into us, all right, and we understanding the word, all right. We're being built. The kingdom is being built right now.
Yeah, this is within us, just like the Scripture says.
The kingdom of heaven is within you.
The elect are being woken up right now, you know, to learn how to, you know, to be the future rulers of this place, man.
Right.
How to conduct oneself in righteousness. All right. It says, verse 18. It says, while we look not at the things, I'll read it again. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. You know, and that takes.
How the whole world is.
Yeah. You know, and that takes faith, man, to believe, you know, in something that you're not able to see right now, man.
Hey, that's second covenant.
Yeah, come
The
on.
second covenant, you can't see the second covenant, all right? The covenant where the Lord is going to write his laws, statutes, and commandments on our inward part, to whereas we won't be able to sin, all right? And not sinning, what's the wages of sin? Death.
Yeah.
And if you don't sin, you don't die. Okay, we can't see that right now.
Yeah.
All right, because sin is all just these bodies. You know what I'm saying? That we're in is a sinful body. We can't see because what the scriptures say, we don't know when Yahweh Shai comes back. We're gonna be changed, but we don't know.
Yeah.
But we know we're gonna be changed though, and we have faith in that.
It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal. All right, these things that you see out here, down in the heavens, man, it's all temporal. It could be destroyed just like that.
Right.
All right, 200 million missiles are coming to this place, man.
Right.
Warhead missiles. Yeah.
Warhead missiles, man. You know, everything is gonna be dissolved. You know, it's gonna be desolate here. All right, uninhabitable.
And you can see these bodies we're in right now.
Yeah.
Okay, these are temporary.
Yeah, these are like the brother's saying. You know, we're gonna be changed. You know, in the blink of an eye.
That's
All
why
right, in a twinkling of an eye. Yeah.
Peter says, looking for a kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah. That's
We're
it.
looking for that new world, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And the kingdom is where? Within you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It all starts with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. All right. Yeah.
Got a precept. It's John 20:29. Yahweh Shai said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet believe.
Yeah.
So it's truly a blessing, man, to actually have that faith and to actually believe the things that we haven't seen. You know, we just read in Isaiah 64 that no eyes have seen, no ears have heard what the Lord has in store for his men.
Yeah.
You know? So it's all about that faith, man.
Yeah, to have that faith and ultimately believe at the end, you know that we're gonna receive that prize, man. Salakia, hold on to that real tight, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Can you give me that in Matthew 6 and I think it's 12. Lay your treasures up in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you told me to get that earlier.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. It's the spirit change. Yeah.
All right. Well, man.
It's what?
Yeah, I mean, the kingdom's being built through each brother, man. Each brother is a brick, is a stone that represents the kingdom, you know? That's why we come out here week in and week out, you know?
You know, every brother's man is a unique man. We all complement one another. Not everybody's gonna have the same office either, man.
Right.
You know, that's why, you know, when we come here at the camps, you know, it's with, you know, multiple brothers. All right. Let me Let's see. Try to find.
I got something real quick.
You got it? Or, oh, yeah. You got it.
This is Ephesians 2. I'm going to start at 1.
Oh, it's 19. My bad.
And
6 and 19.
and you have he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins,
Yeah.
wherein past time, it's like, where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. Okay, so back in the past, man, we walked in a time when the children of this world, like they're walking in the prince of the power of the air, which is Satan. Okay, but we're not to walk in that power, man. We're supposed to walk in the renewing of our minds.
I got you, bro.
The Lord called our people the children of disobedience.
Right.
They're just always rebellious.
So, oh, were you done? Slava?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so like the brother's saying, this is Baruch 4 and 28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so, we were lost, in this world, man, following these other nations' gods, their customs, just like you were lost, man. It says, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right, we're supposed to, wanting, seeking him 10 times more, man, giving it our best, putting our best foot forward, all right, in this thing, all right?
So 10 is complete, right?
Yeah,
No,
10,
no.
it's not.
10 is perfection.
Oh,
okay.
perfection. You
Yeah.
gotta seek the Lord.
7 is complete.
Yeah, like Yahushua said, be ye perfect, like my Father in heaven is perfect. Ultimately, we're not gonna get it right, but we strive for that perfection.
Right.
All right.
Because what we're doing, we're rehearsing the righteous acts, man.
Yeah, it's all practice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Matthew's 6 and 19. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, Matthew 6 and 19.
Yeah.
And it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal.
Yeah, just like we spoke about in 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. 18, man. This the things in this world, man, is temporal, man. Like it says, we're out here. These treasures, man, they rust. They're corrupt. Anybody could steal and take away what you got here. Your possessions and your riches, man.
And that shows you the things in this world, you obtain it, you gotta watch out.
Yeah.
Even while you get it. Somebody's trying to get it from
Right,
you.
exactly.
So the Lord's reminding you, like, anything in this world is never not your own. Somebody's gonna try to take it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They watching you. You know what I'm saying? You're not even aware that they watching you.
You're being watched.
You're being watched, so they can find a way or the time to come in and creep. When you're not watching, when you slipping, they gonna creep and come in and take it in, whatever it is they want to take from you.
Yeah. That's why we ought to, lay our treasures up there in heavens, man.
Right.
Where it can't be stolen or breaking into. Yeah, reading on. Yeah.
Matthew 6 and 20, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Yeah, man. Lay up your treasures in the heavens, man. It's not like this place like I spoke of where anyone could just come to your house and steal what you got. All right, or where people are constantly watching you, seeing what you got, plotting in the future to take it.
Hey, this truth is like a job. You go out and work, you get paid.
Yeah.
We getting paid spiritual money.
Right. How do you lay up your treasures in heaven?
Man, yeah.
Okay. How do you do it?
Working out your own salvation.
Right.
Going out in the highways and byways, doing your lessons.
Yeah.
Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Keeping these high holy days.
Right. Observing the Lord, everything that the Lord says for us to do. To observe those things and hold those things highly esteemed. Even though you might go off, but you pray, repent, and get back on.
Yeah.
Okay?
So we're all about to cash out. And cash out is the beginning when all hell breaks loose.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to be saved through the works. Our works are not going to be forgotten, man. And a lot of our people are going to get jacked up in what's to come. But the Lord's going to remember the love that we have shown them.
I got this precept right here. Like, it was beautiful with that. Second Ezra 6 and 5. In Herod, the present years were sought out, and or ever the invention of them that now sinned were turned before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure. So, hey, faith.
Right.
Faith without works is dead. So that's your treasure.
That's how, let me get a quick precept. Oh shit, my bad.
And it said that we're not going to be saved through the law, but by faith. Okay? So the law is not disannulled. You're supposed to keep the law to the best of your ability.
Exactly.
But the law is not going to save you, man.
Let me bring out this precept real quick. Second Ezra 9:7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So we're gonna be saved. Well, we're gonna be saved based on our faith, and we showing our faith through the works, man.
Right.
That we, right now we're showing the faith to the Lord, coming out every weekend, man. All right, every Saturday preaching this word, preaching the truth. All right, preaching the downfall of America, man. And that doesn't stop when we go home, man. We still go out and do our lessons, man, and keep the laws. All right. So we're gonna be saved by our works. It says, verse 8, shall be preserved from the sad perils. Right. So we're gonna be preserved. We're gonna be kept from all the destruction that's coming, man. All right. The various plagues that the Lord's gonna bring upon the world. We're gonna be saved from that, man. And it's not like what the Christian church tells you that before these plagues come, we're all gonna be raptured up. No, we're gonna be in the midst of all that. Remember, the Lord needs witnesses, man.
Yeah.
Or remember, 2/3 of our people are going to perish. All right, and they're gonna come back as children through the elect of the ones that make it. All right, so we're gonna witness them perishing in this side. We're gonna witness the judgment. We're gonna witness the reward. All right, we're gonna witness these different judgments, man.
That's that
all right?
prophecy in Zechariah 13, man. 2/3 of our people are going to die and cut off. Man.
And we're all gonna witness that. We're gonna write what we've been through. We're gonna write what we witnessed, man.
Yeah.
All right.
But it say, only with thine eyes shall thou see the reward of the wicked.
Right. In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna go over what we went through in this side, man. And then that's when Ezekiel 36 says, then our people are gonna remember. All right, they're gonna remember that they were here, but living the life of wickedness, man. And they're gonna be greatly ashamed to the point where not even our words and us trying to comfort them, they're not gonna be comforted, man. They're gonna be greatly ashamed, all right, for what they did on this side. All right, all these sellouts, all these guys that came into this truth and fell out, had an opportunity to be saved, but instead they turned their back to the Lord and went back into this world. They're gonna be ashamed, man. All right, and trust me, you don't want to feel ashamed, because right now we're going through that shame. All right, when you come to this truth and you find out that the things you're doing are wicked, that you repent of that. All right, you repent of what you did, man. You feel ashamed, and feeling ashamed does not feel good. All right, we all know what it feels, man. And trust me, we don't want to feel that in the kingdom of heaven.
So like that's
All
that
right.
Micah 7:6, man, where it says, "I will bear the indignation of the Lord before I have sinned against them." All right, like the scripture is saying, man, we feel shame. We're trying to right our acts. So
It does say there's a shame that leads to godly gain.
Right.
Right.
And that's what we're feeling, man. Because literally we're receiving that godly gain through this word. All right. But it says, verse 8 again, shall be preserved from the sad perils, and shall see my salvation in my lands. See, we're gonna see the salvation, or we're gonna go through these different trials, and the Lord's gonna deliver out of each and every one of them. Each plague that He's gonna bring, and the ultimate plague is gonna be what? The nuclear missiles.
and we're gonna witness that too, man. When we're beamed up in those chariots, it's gonna be like, what's that scripture describing
Standing
as?
on the sea of glass.
Yeah, standing
Yep.
on the sea of glass. Yeah.
We're gonna be beamed up. Our bodies are gonna be changed in the blink of an eye. We're gonna be in the chariots in outer space, and we're gonna witness the destruction. And we're gonna be in great fear. We're gonna be in great joy. We're gonna be in great happiness. You're gonna give yourself a pat on the shoulder. You're gonna be glad. You're gonna be fucking happy. You endured whatever you had to endure to make it up there, man.
Right.
All right, you're gonna be happy that you endured. Because sometimes it gets hard. But we gotta remember what we're fighting for. We're fighting for salvation. All right, and we gotta work out our own salvation.
Right.
We
Use
can't-
diligence to make that calling and election sure.
That's
man.
right. You don't want to take this calling for granted, man. You don't. A lot of guys that came in this truth fell out, walked by the camp, listened. All right, they're not taking this word seriously. They took the Lord's mercy for granted. All right, because we need mercy in these days. The only one that can deliver us is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not man.
Right.
All right, not man, man. Only Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So it behooves you to get right in the Lord, man, with the Lord, so He can deliver you from these times. All right, but it says,
It's lucky he's not going to sacrifice himself twice either, man.
right.
You know, there's no messing up once, and you know, it's lucky.
You can't fall out,
Yeah.
go back into the world,
Yeah.
and then come back into the truth. It don't work like that.
Yeah, so some
All
of
right?
these Israelites are deceived. They think they're still in the truth when they're back in the world.
Luke 9:62 says, though you turn the hand back, you put your hand to the plow,
Yeah.
and turn your back to the Most High, back to the world. Roughly paraphrasing it, you're not fit for the kingdom of the Most High, man. So
Right.
if you fall out, you stop doing this work, all right, you're not fit for the kingdom of the Most High. You're gonna be destroyed here.
Yeah.
Salak, go ahead.
And you're gonna wake up ashamed in the kingdom of heaven.
Hey, that's like a man going to work and then not showing up to work no more.
Like what you
Eventually,
expect.
the boss is gonna be like, hey, bro.
And you had guys like that.
Fired, bro.
You had guys that came to camp, did the work, and all of a sudden you didn't see him at all. The next week you didn't see him, and there's no communication. You know what I always notice is that they always use, oh, my phone is broken, oh, my phone didn't work. You know, it's always the same shit. Oh, my phone don't work. I can't. You know.
Well, a lot of guys come in too and get puffed up with this knowledge
Yeah.
and start teaching their own thing, for vainglory.
Or not giving honors to the ones that teach them.
Right, exactly.
Which is our apostles, man. Our apostles are the one that taught us the truth. Build us up, man. They're watching. We're the flock, and they're watching over us, man.
Yes.
All right, that's why we give our double honors, okay? Because we did not get this of ourselves.
Right.
There's no room.
Somehow they seem to think they got it of themselves, and the Most High is now working with the apostles no more. It's working with them.
Yeah,
Dealing with
but
them.
let me get this precept real quick. It's Sirach 12 and 12. Sirach 10 and 12. Salakia. Sirach chapter 10 verse 12. It says, "The beginning of pride," right? And that's what a lot of our, these guys that came in this truth got puffed up with pride, not knowing that there's a scripture that says, knowledge puff it up with pride, right?
Yeah.
The knowledge that they got, puffed them up, not realizing that it was the Lord that gave them that knowledge. Okay, but it says, beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker, man. All right, so beginning of pride is when you start to become prideful and then not wanting to humble yourselves. That's the beginning of you departing from the Most High, man. Because the Most High don't love pride. All right, I think that's one of the Proverbs. That's one of the things that he hates is a proud heart, man.
Yeah.
All right, and no one likes a proud man. You can see that in sports. When you see a man that's cocky and prideful, no one really likes that guy. Yeah, it's good to be it's good to be confident.
Yeah.
But it's another thing when you're prideful and you think you're better than anyone.
Just look at how humble our apostles are, man. Like the brother's been saying, man, they've been diligently, tending to the flock for 40, 30 plus years, man. And you got these men talking mess about them. Acting like they know better. All right, when they just came into the truth for like 5 or 10 years.
Right.
You're a child.
You can never catch up to the works our apostles been doing, and they've been doing this for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
You can't catch up to that. You really can't. It's
Right.
impossible.
They were doing it ever since,
Before
there was no YouTube. They were prophesying to the wind, man.
Oh, some of us weren't even born, like us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wasn't born. I was
Yeah.
born in 1997.
Yeah.
I was spiritual
It's the
wrong.
same, huh?
Seven.
You know? The apostles were doing this before some of us were even born, man. So there's really no room for pride. There's really no room. You gotta always be humble. Remember where you learn this truth from.
You had a recent.
So let me go back to Sirach real quick.
I got something real quick on pride.
Let me finish this real quick. Sirach 10 and 13, it says, "For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly." All right, so all you ones that have pride, that allow knowledge to puff you up, and you don't humble yourselves, you refuse to humble yourselves, the Lord's going to bring calamities upon you, man. He's going to humble you real quick.
God, the Most High deals with the humble, man. This is Isaiah 57 and 15. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the spirit of the contrite ones. Yes, that humbleness, man. That's what Most High is dealing with.
Right.
And that word contrite.
What do you got to be proud of? Like the scriptures say, man, our righteousness is like filthy rags, man.
Right.
You know, we done so wrong, you know, in our life, in our past lives, and man, it's a blessing that the Lord forgave us for all that, man.
And then you being humble, it shows that you understand that you are not in control. You didn't give this truth to yourself. Okay.
Right. God of the Most High.
Right.
The Most High that woke you up
the
through the.
Most High.
It was the Most High that woke you up through the apostles, man.
Yeah. All right. I had this
Hey,
precept.
go into that word contrite. You want to bring that out real quick?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, yeah.
And just like the Lord brought you into this truth, like your mama, your mother always say, like I brought you in this world, I take you out.
It's really the Father. But
It's
yeah.
the father, exactly, but the mother, you know, Jacob, the father ain't too much around, you know.
Yeah, and that's something even King David feared, man. You know, that's why, you know, when he went off, man, he said, cast not that spirit away from you, man.
Right.
You know, he was in fear, all right?
Right.
It's the Lord that gives you the spirit to go out. It's the Lord that gives you the spirit to teach. It's the Heavenly Father, man. So that's why you have to give honor and glory to Him. Always give glory to the Most High. You can't say it is of yourselves. Remember what happened to Moses, man. All right, when Israel was asking for water.
Yeah, God, yeah.
All right, Moses didn't give glory to the Most High for that. He said that it was out of themselves, you know. And that's the reason why he didn't make it into the Promised Land, man.
It was the
All
Lord
right?
that made that miracle happen, man. That water springing out of the rock. Man.
You always got to give glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Can
Right.
never say it's of yourselves, okay? Because the Spirit can speak through you, and really, this is why when you you're making lessons, it's really you could even edify yourself because it's not you speaking, it's the
Yeah.
Heavenly Father speaking through you.
Right.
As a spirit, you'd be looking back like, damn, did I really say that?
Like think about
Yeah.
it. Think about it.
Yeah.
You doing a lesson, right? And you have some scriptures lined up. You're doing a lesson, and then other spirits come.
Other scriptures.
Other scriptures, other scriptures come into your mind.
Yeah, God.
Who you think who you think is feeding you that scriptures?
Yeah.
It's the Heavenly Father through the angels, man, working on your mind. Right?
Right.
Hey, bring this one out. Hey, say this. You know.
You'd be amazed.
Yup. You'd be most definitely amazed.
Like, oh, I didn't even know that was going, you know. But it all comes in so smooth.
God.
It's like you
You
think
know?
of a scripture, and you're looking for the scriptures to look for it, and the scripture just said the Spirit just give you the scripture the scripture you're thinking of right there and then.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Like,
how the Spirit works.
Like that one video that Bruce Lee did, where he said you gotta move like water, man. You gotta shape yourself, you know, and move like
Right.
that water that's in the cup as well, man.
Right.
That's how the spirit is, man.
And spirits do come sometimes.
Yeah.
When you do a video, all of a sudden your computer starts fucking up.
Oh yeah,
Shit
God.
starts happening, man.
Yeah.
If you're outdoors, man, a lot of people just show up out of nowhere.
I was doing a lesson, and I was so into it. But end, it didn't save. So I got mad. So you know, a couple hours later, I went, tried to do it again, and then as I was doing it, some fucker came and just ruined the whole video for me. So I had to, you know, do it again. I was just basically Satan, you know, getting involved, man, try to make me stop, you know,
Right.
because after I made that lesson, it didn't, you know, recorded the first, it didn't save on my phone. I got a wicked thought, like, you don't have to do it, just forget about it, you know, go on about your day. You got stuff to do. I'm like, nah, I gotta do this, you know. Can't let one mistake, can't let that stop me, you know. Can't let nothing stop us from doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, we gotta understand that, you know, Satan is out here doing his job like we doing our job. It's Satan's job to be an opposing force to us, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, because when the Lord comes back with those chariots, Esau is going to try to fight the Lord. The Lord is the one who's going to have to put the spirit on Esau to want to fight. Okay, he's going to have to put the spirit on him, man, because he's going to be scared as hell, as he should be.
Yeah, they're scared now.
Yeah.
Oh, the chariots that these Edomites are saying over there. You know, like you had saw a video about in San Diego, the Navy over there. They were surrounded by, I think, 14 or 17 chariots, And they were afraid, man. They didn't know what to do.
Hey, they're frightened because we doing this right here.
Right. Wicked
Okay?
elites.
When we standing up on our feet like Wisdom of Solomon says, man.
They're more afraid of us than niggas with guns.
Right.
Niggas that trying to build up an army. He still looking like he scoffs at that. That's easy work. Easy work. He wants that. He wants that blood. He wants to go. He wants, Jake to be carnal, man.
Right.
Because he knows that's easy work for him, man. He was blessed being with the sword. All right, but he can't do nothing against the spirit, and that's what we gotta be.
Right.
We gotta be spiritual, man.
The truth of the Bible. That's even what Theodore Roosevelt said, that a thorough understanding of the scriptures is better than any university's degree.
Yeah. And then the college education. And I used to bring that out a lot of time. When I was in school, I just brought that out. Thorough knowledge of the Bible is better than college education. Because really, you don't learn shit in college. You know what I mean? But life, real history. They water it down, man.
Right.
They water it down for you in those schools.
Because this Bible is a script of the earth, man.
You got these people that go to these schools. Oh, they like to boast. I got my master's degree and got your bachelor's, but they be acting stupid as hell.
Yeah.
All right, saying like man, what the hell? Like they're not filled with wisdom, man.
Right.
They come up, they thinking that they know something because they got their college education, or they went to these seminary schools just to get condemned by men that didn't go to schools or go to college.
Can I add on to that, man? These different scholars, man, they may have the knowledge, but like the brother's saying, man, they don't have the wisdom, that follows with that, man.
Right.
How to walk. All right.
They don't have the oil.
The oil, the understanding of wisdom.
Yeah. Let me get this definition for contrite real quick. Hebrew word is dekah. It means crushed, figuratively, destruction, broken, very small, broken in spirit.
Yep.
So that's what the Most High is looking for. The humble, going back to the humble, he's looking for people that are broken in the spirit, man.
Yeah,
contrite in that spirit about how we went off, and we're
Right.
trying to seek the Lord 10 times more.
Right. That's why he brought us over here, Deuteronomy 28 and 68. He brought us over here in slave ships for us to be punished, man. We didn't come over here on the love boat, okay? We didn't come over here on the Princess Cruise, okay?
That boat was no joke.
That boat was the beginning of punishment, man, okay? And we came over here to be punished, okay? And to learn humility.
Not to make
Not to make it and to say, oh, yeah, I made it, how come you can't make it, We didn't come over here to lift ourselves up by the bootstraps or to make a name for ourselves, make a living for ourselves over here.
Survive and maintain.
Right.
And brothers got, different ways to maintain and survive in this place. Get yourself your own car to go around, get a job, have your own place if it's possible, just to maintain and survive. You're not so caught up in trying to establish a life and family here like Jake is. Jake is still giving in marriage and having, trying to establish something in this world, not seeing that this world that they're trying to establish something and it's about to be destroyed.
But they say be content there with food and raiment, man.
Right. And you got Jake that's just not content with what they have. They want more. They want it all.
Yeah, we're cool with our just daily bread, man. And that's it, man. Some brothers can make a little more, but they give a lot more, But
we understand that this world is temporal, man. We went into that earlier. Okay, this is a temporary setup, man.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the world for you to prepare yourself to get your spot on that chariot. Okay, to get your rank in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, this is what this place is set up for, man. Okay, and if you're not doing that, then your life really is in vain, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of you people are born in vain, no matter how important you think you are to this world. You're really born in vain. Think that a gain is godliness, that if you have everything in this world, the Lord is dealing with you. Not forgetting about how the Lord Yahweh Shai, when he was on the earth, that he didn't have a place to lay his head. Alright? And you thinking that you gotta have it all, and our Lord Yahweh Shai, alright, didn't have a place to lay his head. Alright, we're his servants. And like it says, the servant ain't greater than his master. What the master went through, we're gonna go through.
Hey, the Lord didn't even get to live out his full life.
Nope.
Okay, they cut his life in half, man.
33 years old.
You know?
It's, you had a precept, right?
Oh yeah, dealing with why Esau's so scared of us. Ecclesiastes 9 and 18, wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Yeah.
But one sinner destroyed much good. So wisdom that the Lord has given us is scary to Esau.
Yeah, like the scriptures say, man, no weapon formed against us shall prosper.
Think of that.
You know,
Most definitely.
yeah, the Lord got us, man, all the way to the end. As long as you have faith, you endure all the way to the end and continue to, continue, what is commanded of you. Teach it.
Give us that power in the day of trouble when Esau comes in like a flood.
Yeah, he's gonna lift up that standard like the brother's going into, man. Give brothers spiritual powers to, fight against him, to make war against him.
Right.
Those who are-
Because see,